But this time we would like to invite business class passengers. Please using glass camera and thank you. 大変お待たせいたしました。デルタ航空629便ビジネスクラスのお客様をご案内いたします。どうぞご搭乗くださいませ。
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard Delta and member of Sky Team. This is flight number 629, service to Manila, Philippines. As you locate your assigned seat, please store small items under the seat in front of you and larger items in the overhead compartments. Mobile phones and electronic devices may be used until the boarding door is closed. For your safety, laptops, computers may not be placed in your seat pockets. If you are seated in an exit seat, please review the exit seating responsibility on the safety information card, which can be found in the seat pockets. If you are unable or prefer not to perform any of these functions, contact a flight attendant for immediate reseating. Once again, this is Delta Airlines Flight 629, service to Manila. Welcome aboard.
Good evening from the cockpit and welcome aboard. The continuation of Delta 629, service down to Manila in the Philippines. We're finishing up some last minute paperwork here. We'll be underway very shortly. I apologize for our late departure. As you know, this flight was late inbound. We're doing our very best to get this thing turned around. Everything is completed up here in the cockpit now. Our mechanic is leaving the aircraft. We should be pushing back here shortly. 3 hours, 34 minutes en route. Might be a little bit turbulent. About the first 15-20 minutes of flight. After that, it should be pretty smooth sailing down in Manila. Good weather in the Manila area. Some scattered thunder showers. Light wind out of the southwest. I should be landing straight in as we're approaching from the northeast. We thank you for joining us. We do appreciate your business and patience with us. We hope that you enjoy the ride with us. Delta 629 from Manila, welcome on board.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boarding door is now closed. Mobile phones and other electronic devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. If you are planning to use the mobile phones during flight, please ensure the cellular network is disabled prior to turning off your device. Prior to aircraft movements, everyone must be seated with a seatbelt securely fastened and carry items stowed and aisle armrests lowered. Flight attendants prepare doors for departure. Thank you.
And Delta 629, Bay 18 to push and start.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard Delta, a member of Sky Team. This is flight number 629, service to Manila. Flying time this afternoon is, correction, this evening is 3 hours and 15 minutes. Pilots will give you additional information en route. Before we depart, we'll show you a brief presentation of our safety features of our 747-400 series. Please direct your attention to the video screen for this important safety information. Thank you.
Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Malugod namin kayong tinatanggap dito sa lapad ng Delta. Ang atin pong purser sa lapad na ito ay si Binibining Adeline. Isang ligtas at kaaya-ayang lipad ang aming unang prioridad, kaya't bago tayo makaalis, mangyaring ito ng pansin sa video screens para sa impormasyong pangkaligtasan tungkol dito sa ating eroplanong Boeing 747-400.
Folks, Captain again. Mechanics are returned to the aircraft for some reason. I think it has to do with the paperwork, the logbook paperwork. Anyway, I'm hoping this doesn't take any significant amount of time. I'll keep you posted if something changes and this does turn into a lengthy delay, but hopefully this is going to be a very short delay here. Thank you.
Flight attendants, prepare doors for arrival, cross-check. Flight attendants, prepare doors for departure again. Thank you.
Welcome aboard Delta Airlines. I'm Richard Anderson, the Chief Executive Officer of Delta. And on behalf of the best team of airline professionals in the world, we're really pleased you're flying with us today. You're in great hands. For Delta employees worldwide, their first priority on every flight is safety. In addition to providing you a safe journey, we want your time with us to be comfortable and enjoyable. Delta had a great founder, C. Woolman, and I get to sit at his desk every day. He built our airline on a foundation of honesty, integrity, and mutual respect. As a big global airline, we want these values to be reflected in our service every single day. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. And thanks so much for flying Delta.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with us. We're committed to making your flight safe and comfortable. So before we depart, we'll be showing a brief safety presentation. This information can help you if there's an emergency, so it's important to pay close attention, even if you are a frequent flyer.
All carry-on items should now be stored securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. And all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should be clear. Your mobile phones and other electronic devices should be turned off. Once airborne, we'll let you know when you can use approved electronic devices. But note that some items, such as phones, may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find a list of approved electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Are you okay sitting by the emergency exit?
If you're unable or prefer not to perform these functions, just let us know and we'd be happy to find you another seat. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle or press the latch to release. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted signs located throughout the cabin, as well as any crew member instructions.
You cannot smoke. I'm so sorry.
Smoking is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. There are 12 exits on this plane, 12 doors, 5 on each side of the main deck, and 1 door on each side of the upper deck. 8 doors on the main deck have detachable slides that can be used as rafts. The doors on the upper deck and those over the wings have slides that may be used in the land evacuation only. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there is a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisle to guide you to an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask toward you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the economy cabin. If you're seated in the first or business class cabin, life vests are either between your seats, under your seats, or in a compartment under your armrest. To use, pull the tab to remove the vest from its container and then open the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Fasten the 2 straps to the front of the vest and then adjust the straps loosely around your waist. If your vest has only 1 strap, wrap it around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tabs at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab in front. If your vest doesn't have a tab, the light will activate automatically in the water. If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices for children who weigh 35 pounds or less. Also, most seat cushions can be used for flotation. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright and locked, your tray table is put away, and all carry-on items are properly stowed. As we come through the cabin for our final safety checks, please let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Thanks for your attention. Enjoy your flight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the flight deck, we're currently number 1 for departure flight attendants. If you haven't done so, please be seated for takeoff. And Tower Delta 629, ready and sequence at the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to extend a special welcome and thank you to our SkyMiles members. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated. If you are a member of SkyMiles or our airline partner program, you will earn approximately 1,737 miles. For your safety, please remain seated until the seatbelt sign is turned off. Aircraft have reached an altitude where it is safe to use approved electronic devices. Please note that federal regulations prohibit the use of mobile phones during flight. Additional information regarding electronic devices can be found in Sky magazines located in your seat pockets. For your convenience, we have restrooms located throughout the cabin. We ask that you please use the restroom located in your cabin. In our economy cabin, we are pleased to offer complimentary Coca-Cola beverages and Seattle Bass coffee for your dinner. Liquor is also available on this flight. Beer, wine, and sake are complimentary throughout the flight. Delta accepts cash and most major credit cards for all onboard purchase. Use your Delta SkyMile American Express card to receive 20% off in-flight purchase. Plus earn double miles for every dollar you spend. Shortly after the meal service, duty-free sales will begin. The catalog in the seat pockets describe the merchandise available on today's flight. On today's flight, we accept all major credit cards, US dollars, and other currencies. Due to security regulation, we would like to remind you about restriction to carry-on baggage containing liquid, gels, or cream. If Manila is your final destination, we invite you to visit to consider our full line of duty-free products. Certain forms are required for entry into Manila. Flight attendants will distribute those forms. Please complete the forms and keep them with the travel documents for presentation to Customs and Immigration Authority upon arrival. This is Delta DL 629 and our arrival date is the 7th of December. At this time, we'd like to invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Mga binibinigi ng Ginoo, malugod namin kayong tinatanggap dito sa lipad ng Delta. Isa rin po ang espesyal na pasasalamat sa lahat ng aming medallion members, lalong-lalo na po sa aming bagong Diamond Medallions. Ang inyo pong pagtangkili kaya na po ang pinahalagahan ng buong pamilya ng Delta. Sa lipad pong ito, member ng SkyMiles at ng aming airline partner programs ay magkakamit ng 1,800 milya. Kung kayo ba hindi pa miyembro, inibitahan po namin kayo tumungo sa delta.com upang sumali. Tayo po ay nasa taas ng paglipad kung saan maaari na ninyong gamitin ang inyong portable electronic devices. Pinagbabawal po ng federal regulation ang paggamit ng teleponong cellular sa paglipad. Ang karagdagang impormasyon ukol sa portable electronic devices ay matatagpuan sa Sky Magazine na nasa bulsa ng upuan sa inyong harapan. Para po sa inyong kaligtasan, mangyari pong manatiling nakaupo hanggang sa hindi na nakasindi ang babala para sa pagkabit ng seatbelt. Ang mga banyo ay matatagpuan sa iba't ibang bahagi ng eroplano. Ipinakikiusap po namin na gamitin ninyo ang banyong matatagpuan sa inyong cabin. Maraming salamat po. Sa lipad pong ito ay may pelikulang ipapalabas sa economy cabin na susundan po ng Delta On Air Television. May ilang bilang rin po ng audio programming na mapapagpilian. Maririnig po ang audio ng Delta On Air programming sa channel bilang 1 o 2. Ang kumpletong listahan ng audio channels ay matatagpuan sa bahagi pang entertainment ng Sky Magazine. Ang ating Business Elite ay may video on-demand system. Hintayin lang pong lumabas ang interactive sa monitor. Sa bawat pindot ng mga button, kayo po ay makakaranas na panandali ang paghihintay. Ito po ay normal sa operasyon ng ating system. Pagkatapos po ng inyong hapunan ay mag-uumpisa po ang pagbebenta ng duty-free items. Ang catalog na matatagpuan sa inyong seat pocket ay naglalaman ng mga bagay na maaari ninyong bilhin sa lipad na ito. Upang kumita ng dobleng milya sa inyong bilihin, gamitin po ang inyong Delta Sky Miles American Express card. Tinatanggap rin po namin ang karamihan ng major credit cards, US dollars at iba pang currencies. Ang customs at immigration forms ay kinakailangan sa inyong pagpasok sa Manila. Ang mga flight attendant ay mamimigay po nito pagkatapos ng inyong hapunan. Lahat po ng pasahero ay kailangan punaan ng immigration card kasama po ang bawat bata at sanggol. Kinakailangan din punaan ng customs declaration form. Isang form lang po ang dapat punaan ng mga miyembro ng isang pamilya. Muli po, ito ay lipad bilang DL629 at ang petsa ng ating pagdating ay ika-6 ng Nobyembre, taong kasalukuyan. Maraming salamat po.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We will now be starting the dinner service. If you wish to join us, kindly assist us by opening your tray tables and straightening your seat backs. Magandang gabi pong muli. Sa ilang sandali kami po yung magsisilbi na ng inyong hapunan. Kung nais niyo pong makisalo, mangyari po lamang. Tulungan kami buksan ng inyong mga lamesita at ituwid na ang mga sandalan ng inyong upuan. Maraming salamat po.
Please return to your seat and fasten the seatbelt.
Mangyari po lamang bumalik sa inyong mga upuan at ikapitan yung mga seatbelt. Salamat po.
Well, good evening again from the cockpit. As you can probably tell, we are starting our descent for Manila. We're currently 117 miles to the northeast, and we should be on the ground about 20 minutes from now. Weather is good, partly cloudy skies. Winds are calm. Temperature now 75 degrees Fahrenheit or about 25 Celsius. And as I said earlier, we'll be landing straight in as we break out of the clouds. If you're on the right-hand side, you'll get the best view of downtown Manila. Should be just ahead of the wing as we break out of the clouds. And those of you on the left-hand side, you'll also get a good view of a portion of the city as we do break out of the clouds. This time we'll say goodbye to you from the cockpit. We thank you again for choosing Delta Airlines for your travel plans. All of us here at Delta do appreciate your business, and we wish you a pleasant stay here in the beautiful Manila area or wherever your final destination may be. Flight attendants, please prepare for arrival. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be arriving in Manila shortly. All passengers must clear immigration and customs. All passengers, including those making international or domestic connection, must claim their checked baggage prior to passing through the custom. Passengers with return flights to the United States or Japan on Delta Airlines are not required to contact. I'll say again, you are not required to contact reservations. Please arrive at the airport and check in 3 hours prior to scheduled departure time. At this time, flight attendants will be coming to the aisle to collect all service items. Please pass those items to them as we come through. Thank you.
Mga binibini, ginang at ginoo, bilang paghahanda para sa ating paglapag, mangyari po lamang siguraduhin na kabitan yung seatbelt. Itabi na rin po lahat ng daladalahin sa ulo ng kompartamento sa ilalim ng upuan sa inyong harapan. Mga flight attendant ay magdaraan upang kolektahin ang mga bagay na nais ninyo ipatapon.
Para po sa inyong kaligtasan at ng mga ibang pasahero, kung maaari po lamang, bumalik po sa inyong upuan, ikabit po ang inyong sinturong pagkaligtasan. Maraming salamat po.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been cleared for landing into Manila International Airport. At this time, please assist your flight attendant by making sure your seatbelt is securely fastened, your seat back and tray tables are in an upright and locked position, and all our armrests lowered. For business class passenger, please retract your footrest and restore TV monitors. We will be on the ground shortly. Thank you.
Mga binibini, ginang at kino, tayo po lalapag na sa Manila. Mangyari pong siguraduhin nakakabit ang inyong seatbelt, ituwid ang sandalan, tiklupin ang mesa at tabi ang footrest at video monitors. Ang lahat ng electronic devices ay kailangan na pong patayin at ilagpit. Mangyari lang pong ipasa ng mga natitirang service items gaya ng baso, dyaryo, mga flight attendant at daraan sa pasilyo. Tayo po ay naghahanda na para sa ating paglapag.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Manila. The local time observed is approximately 12:30 a.m. on Wednesday, 7th of December. Please remain seated with the seatbelt securely fastened and current items still until the aircraft is parked at the gate and the seatbelt sign is turned off. After the seatbelt sign is turned off, please use caution when opening the overhead compartments as items in them are shifted during flight. You may now use mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices. However, laptops, computers may not be used. We invite you to visit delta.com for all your future travel needs, including checking in for flights and managing a SkyMile account. On behalf of Delta, our Sky team and codeshare partner worldwide, thank you for flying with us. We have enjoyed having you on board today and look forward to serving you again soon. Thank you and have a great day.
Mga binibini, ginang at kino, maligayang pagdating sa Manila. Ang oras po sa lugar na ito ay 30 minuto makalipas ng 12 ng hating gabi. Mangyari po lamang manatiling nakaupo at nakakabit ang seatbelt at hayaan mo nang nakatabi ang mga kagamitan hanggang babala para sa pagkabit ng seatbelt ay nakailaw pa. Mag-ingat lang po sa pagbukas ng overhead bin at maaaring na ibang pagkakalagay ng mga gamit sa kahabaan ng ating paglalakbay. Maaari na ninyong gamitin ang inyong mobile phones at ibang handheld electronic devices ngunit hindi pa maaaring gumamit ng laptop computers. Iniimbitahan po namin kayong tumungo sa delta.com para sa lahat na inyong mga kailangan sa paglalakbay. Sa ngalan po ng Delta at ng aming Sky Team at Codeshare Partners, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagpili sa amin. Kami po ay nagalak na mapagsalbihan kayo sa lipad na ito at umaasa kaming makita kayong muli. Maraming salamat at magandang gabi po.
Ladies and gentlemen, just remain seated with your belts fastened. It's going to be just a few minutes before we get to the gate. Thanks.
Manatili po lamang nakaupo hanggang sa nakasindi pa ang babala para sa pagkabit ng seatbelt. Maraming salamat po.
Doors for arrival, cross-check, standby for all call.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Manila. You may claim your luggage as at carousel number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the rain in Manila, please be very, very careful as you exit the aircraft as the jet bridge is very wet. Once again, please be very careful when you exit the aircraft. Thank you.